Hello, hello, fabulous students. This is Mrs. Phyllis coming to you with a video tutorial on The Old Boy, a piece written by Ignatius Sancho, the English composer of African descent. And I'm going to talk about the first violin part. This is arranged for a violin duet, and I'm going to play for you the first violin part. Now, before I do that, please like and subscribe to this channel so you can receive more informative tutorials. This piece is in the key of D major. As you can see at the beginning of your music, there are two sharps. And you know that two sharps mean, for our finger pattern, we're going to have a high 2 on the A string and a low 2 on the E string. So keep that in mind when you are playing. So in other words, the C sharp on the A string and a G on your E string. So again, a high 2 on the A string and a low 2 on the E string. So you might want to practice that first by doing this, like the first 3 notes of an A major scale, right? Just practice that so you can practice how your fingers, the shape of your fingers will be when you play this piece. So on the A string, again, it's this. It's a high 2. But on the E string, it's a low 2. Okay? The next thing I want you to keep in mind about this piece is that your fingers need to some of your fingers, specifically your third finger in that opening, will come down all by itself. So independent fingers here. And then other times you'll want to hold your fingers down. Keep the fingers down when possible. And I'm talking about at measure 5. When you do your octave, the octave A, see? Just go ahead and keep that finger down. Always keep the fingers down until you don't need them anymore. And then at the very last measure, notice the fourth finger E. Do not play open E here. Please use the fourth finger. It's already written in. Follow the fingering that is there. The other thing about this piece, each line, excuse me, each line repeats. Okay, so I'm going to play it for you slowly first, and then I'll play it up to tempo. Oops. Okay, here we go. And that is the piece at the slow tempo. So here's about how fast it should be played when you perform it. The tempo is, as it states at the top of your music, allegro moderato. So medium fast speed. One thing I forgot to mention is where you place the bow in this piece. No, and if you've noticed, I'm at the upper half when I play. Okay? So here we go. I'll do the first line again, but this is the second time, and then I'll move on. And that is it. And again, some practice tips. Let's starting at measure 9. You know, that's a passage that involves the finger pattern 1-3-1-3, and you're crossing the strings. So that would be something to practice. And notice that you're keeping the first finger down when you're jumping with the third finger. This is a skill that you've learned before. Can you tell me where? And and that part has the low 2 on the E string and the high 2 on the A string. So that's something to practice. So, okay, and that is it. So have fun working on this piece, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and I will see you next time.